Hello and welcome to Board Deck and Dice. Today we're doing a Kickstarter preview of a game called Gladiatores. I think that's how you say it. It's like gladiator with an unnecessary I-E-S on the end. Anyway, it's a gladiatorial game where you are managing a stable of gladiators and taking them into battle against the other players. Let's have an overview of the rules and then we'll come back and see what I think. If you've ever fancied bossing Russell Crowe around, then Gladiatores might be the game for you. In the game, you use a stable of gladiators to build up your glory wheel of wreaths of different colours, being bronze, silver and gold. They're worth different points at the end, depending on their colour and size. There are 5 gladiators in the game. They all play differently. The purple one here has a net and a trident. He's called Gladiators and a unique special move, and their initial decks are also set up differently with attack, defence and effect cards. Added to your deck here you get a set of tactic cards that are just about to appear magically, like so. These are one-off powers that you can use during a battle, and then that is out of the game, so particularly potent if you are playing a season. They all do various different things here that help you draw more cards, for example. To balance out your deck, you will choose 5 more cards. Here, the purple guy has 2 defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack, I can't see my hands in the way, and 2 effect cards. So I'll draw 3 more defense and 2 more effect cards. Event cards tell you how the battle will take place, what people will get for first and second, how many rose petals will be in the game, and the rewards you get for collecting those petals. Cards have all these different elements. The important bit is the break card. This is a card that can be played by your opponent to counter your current move. So on the Viper Strike here we see that your opponent can play a deflect, and then you may play whatever the deflector has down the orange stripe. So for example, I play a strike here, the opponent can play a block, a parry or a dodge. If they don't, I will do 1 wound. Oh no, they play a block. I can play a shove or a leap. Ha! Leap, fool! And then they can play a dodge, which they do. Annoying. Now I could play a feint if I have one. There's an instant effect on this card and an effect if it is left at the top of the battle, which it has. So the player would draw 1 card and then they would gain a petal as well. These cards though are part of your health, so you have to be careful. The token at the top is a betting token. You can also bet on matches in more than 2-player games on yourself or on the other gladiators. So, Gladiatores is firstly and foremostly the combat system in this game is super solid. In some ways there's relatively few cards, but it's a testament to the strength of the system that the balance of cards that you have from your initial starting deck and how you choose to supplement that with your draw is makes each person feel slightly different. So you're always wanting to push that battle to the place where you can get the finishing card. But sometimes in a bigger game you're actually wanting to throw the battles to try and secure the right winner that you've bet on, because you'll get more points doing it that way. So it's really clever. As a 2-player battling game it's really solid. I think maybe you start to tire of it if you were just playing exclusively 2-player, but that's why I think the way it scales to more players, doing a season rather than a one-off battle, really adds something to it. To kind of prevent the staleness, there's the tactic cards on top, which you can choose one to add to your battle, and then it's one and gone. It adds something to that battle and then it's gone out of the game. And just the special powers on the gladiators are all different as well, and some of the cards are going to trigger off depending on what weapons you have as well, and each of the gladiators has a different set of weapons. So I really like the combat system. The way you earn points can be a bit confusing at first. There's kind of 2 levels. In the fights you're looking to earn roses and your position of your gladiator. Now you could do very well just going for roses each time, rose petals. You could say, right, I don't want to wound them, I just want to earn as many rose petals as I can, because the winner, the last person left standing, gets all the leftover rose petals from that event, and the event card tells you how many are in there. So that's really nice. What I also like is, as well as your health, your cards, your hand of cards, which starts at I think around 14, is kind of your stamina, not health. It's like your stamina. So in those, you're tempted to kind of carry on playing to win all the fights, but actually sometimes it's worth just dropping a few to keep cards back. If you see that they've played a card that you know is quite powerful, it might be worth just taking that hit, because you're going to have more to reply, and some of the cards you play let you stack further cards on top of them. So there is quite a lot of tactics in here, like I said, with relatively few cards in terms of types of cards. But that's split across 3 decks, and that's where the variation comes in. If you're low on defensive cards, you might want to stack high with defensive cards, or you might just want to go for a quick kill. The betting system really adds something else in as well. I think that's really, really good. Also, you can throw in sponsors to the game. I didn't play it with sponsors. I felt there was enough going on as it was. So you have a battling system that's surrounded by a wider gameplay of seasons and trying to fill your glory wheel with little cheese slices like Trivial Pursuit, and they're all worth different amounts, depending on the bronze, silver or gold on them as well. So it's done really well. It's coming to Kickstarter. The link will be down below as soon as it does. If you like gladiator games, if you like a combat system that scales well with 2 or more players and has a bit more intrigue around it, in that you're not always wanting to win every battle or be the last man standing, then this is a super good choice for you. Take a look at it on Kickstarter. Thanks very much for watching Board Deck and Dice. We will see you next time.